If you're here, it's probably because you're not new to struggle. You've navigated chronic illness, fatigue, pain, and doubt. And now you're ready to build something real that doesn't require you to trade your health for the visibility. I'm Latoya, a social wellness consultant and the founder of Butterfly Chats. Today, I want to share why the She's Rising Incubator is a 6 month commitment and why that timeline matters if you're building a brand with chronic illness in the mix. This isn't a just push through it space. This is where strategy meets self respect. It's also, so let's also talk about what it really takes to rise. This space is built for thrivers, women navigating chronic illness who are ready to stop hiding, stop apologizing, and to start building. Here, we focus on visibility, profit, peace, and purpose, but on your terms. Let me be clear. This is not a DIY course. This is a partnership. 6 months, we work together to rebuild your confidence, clarify your niche, and build your brand in a way that honors your body, your boundaries, and your brilliance. And we do so by using the SPARK framework. It starts with the SPARK step. This is the foundation. We stabilize your environment, energy, and your mindset before we even touch strategy. We take time to quiet the noise, assess what's draining your spoons, and build from a grounded space. Because without a stable base, no brand can hold your truth or your growth. Then we move into purpose and discovery. We revisit what lights you up, even if it's been buried under pain, pressure, and practicality. I help you reconnect with your why and align it with what your body can sustain. Then we slide on into authentic content confidence. You'll learn how to show up consistently without selling out your values or exhausting your energy. We build your brand voice, content pillars, and a marketing strategy in ways that protect your capacity. Then we skip on over to resilience and recovery. We normalize pause. Yeah, it's okay to stop. Mhm. And stopping with the intent to come back. That's what we call it a pause. It's okay to take your time. We build emotional resilience. And it's crazy because honestly, when you have a chronic illness, emotional resilience is kind of a byproduct or a side effect, if you will, of having chronic illness because people are so disrespectful. They be flipping at the mouth when it comes to the chronic illness and you expressing your boundaries and the things you need to take care of you and your body and your mind. People be talking real crazy. And a lot of us should have gold stars for not being in jail from the things people say and do to us. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. But we help you build that resilience as a whole. You'll learn how to pivot on the bad days, bounce back from setbacks, and still make room for your growth without feeling guilty all the time. Guilt is played out, but yet it's also very present. So we help you work through that. Then finally, we arrive at the knowledge access. You'll gain curated support from accessible medical resources to legal protections and local aid. Sorry, local aid. This isn't just business coaching, it's life navigation because the two aren't separate for thrivers like us. This framework honors your whole self, not just the business side. That's why it works. Now, let's talk about the timeline. Why in the world is it 6 months? What are we doing? Because this work we do isn't just a surface level work. We're going deep. We are overhauling your entire life. You're not just building a brand, you're rebuilding belief in yourself. You're not just getting visible, you're rewriting the narrative around who gets to be successful while chronically ill. And that takes time. 6 months gives us time to stabilize your energy and your mindset, time to test and adjust strategies without rushing, time to support you through inevitable flare ups, and time to rebuild confidence in your voice and your capacity. Quick fixes don't stick. You deserve a timeline that reflects your reality, not someone else's idea of productivity. Now, I need to be honest with you, and I need you to hear me. Okay? This is not a passive program. This is not buy it and sit back. Client participation is essential. You're not expected to be perfect because, honey, I'm not going to be perfect, but you are expected to show up. That means that might mean showing up messy, tired, with questions, with a notebook and a heating pad. I'm here for it all, but you have to be in the room. This is a co created journey. You bring the vision, I help you make it visible, viable, and align with your life. Here's what's inside bi-weekly private or group coaching calls. It kind of depends on the month and what we got going on. A complete brand audit and niche alignment session, templates for content, bio writing, sales language, and scheduling. Access to a Spoon Smart system for content planning and marketing. Confidence and mindset support tailored for flare seasons and trauma recovery. Between sessions, messaging, access to questions and encouragement, and connections to vetted disability friendly business tools, services, and providers. This isn't just about branding, it's sustainable growth, spoons first. The She's Rising Incubator is for you if you've been silencing yourself because of your diagnosis. If you're tired of building in isolation and guessing your way through visibility. If you're tired or have tried DIY courses and ended up overwhelmed or not even using it at all. If you want support that understands chronic pain and business strategy. If you're ready to stop editing yourself just to feel legit in your business. This is for women who's ready to rise, not the, I'm sorry. See, mistakes, not perfect, but you know what? It still works. This is for women who are ready to rise, not despite her chronic illness, but with it. You do not need to be symptom free to be successful. You don't need to wait until you're better to be seen, nor do you need to say, I'm sorry, again, not perfect. You just need to say yes to yourself. The She's Rising Incubator is now open and spaces are indeed limited because I keep this container intimate and intentional. This isn't a course, it's a customized journey. If you haven't heard, if you, Jesus, I am really showing the not perfect part here, aren't I? If what you've heard today speaks to you, here's what to do next. Click the link below or in the profile above and apply. Like, comment, and share this episode if it resonated. Subscribe for more content that meets you where you are. And let's build your brand together. I am Latoya, and I'll see you inside the She's Rising Incubator.